What's up, everyone, and welcome to my review of the Animal Crossing New Horizons 3.0 update and the Nintendo Switch 2 version upgrade. So I'm going to go ahead and put this out there. If you do not have Captain on your pier and you don't have KK Slider on your island and your island is not a 3-star, you will not have access to the hotel. You have to complete those 3 things there before the hotel becomes available. So if you haven't done that, you need to work towards that. There's 8 standard hotel rooms that you get to pick a theme and you can decorate it. They give you the items to decorate it, and you don't have to use all the items, but you can use a few of them, you can use all of them, whatever. If you want to use your own items from your own catalog in your own inventory, you can. But they give you a section where they give you all the stuff that you need to perform that particular thing for that room for a tourist. Now, once you do all 8 rooms, you will unlock the VIP room, which is only 1 room. All right, so the difference between standard and a VIP room, the standard rooms day by day does not change unless you go in and change it yourself, change the layout or completely wipe it out and redo it. The VIP room after each day resets itself. So and you get to invite, when you do the VIP room, you can invite one of the tourists that's on your island, not villagers, one of your tourists, to come and stay in a VIP room, which makes them feel extra special. And so you can also choose a theme for the VIP room as well. Alright, so here's the thing. If you don't like time traveling, then this is going to be a long grind for y'all, because you can only do 2 rooms a day. So that means you do 2 rooms, and then he's going to tell you, hey, you know what? We're done for today. Come back tomorrow. So if you want to do all 8 rooms and a VIP room, you're going to have to time travel. And you're going to have to go 4 or 5 days to get all the rooms completed. So I just want to mention that the tourists are not your villagers, and the villagers are not your tourists. The tourists are there to stay at the hotel. You cannot invite a tourist to become your villager. Unfortunately, a lot of people were hoping you could. You cannot. So if you had one of your favorite villagers you've been searching for, and he pops up as a tourist, and you're like, oh yes, I might be able to get him to be a villager. No. They're going to stay one night, and they're going to say adios, and they're going back to their little island, and you're going to have to continue searching for them. Unless Nintendo puts an update out and allows us to invite them to be villagers, that just ain't happening right now. So if you're hoping for a tourist to become a permanent, not going to happen. All right, so in the trailer, we did see nostalgic consoles. We're talking about NES, Super NES, Game Boy, Famicom. We saw all that. And yes, you can get these in the game. You have to unlock them. They're not easy to unlock. And yes, you get to play 1 retro game from that era. So the NES, when it came out, they give you 1 game. I think it's Ice Climber. And on the Game Boy, Dr. Mario. And on the Super Nintendo, you get to play F-Zero. How do you build your reputation? By crafting items. Yes. Outside your hotel, there is a box. And if you click on that box, Tom Nook would explain everything. It pops up with 4 items at a time that they want you to craft. Now, you can't rotate these items out. You can't switch them out with anything. You have to craft them as they give it to you. So I suggest putting a crafting table near this box. And yes, you can decorate the pier, by the way, which I'm so excited you can do that. Go ahead and craft all the items that they tell you to craft. Go back over there to the box, submit them. Once you submit them, Captain over there be like, oh, thank you for all your help and making this place known and all that stuff, because he's going to deliver all the goods that you're making to the world and bring the world back to you as tourists. That's how you're building a reputation. Now, if you do not have a lot of materials in your storage or your inventory, you're gonna be grinding. I'm telling you what, you're gonna grind, because you have to have 50 items crafted from that box before Grams inside the hotel offers the the nostalgic consoles that you and everybody wants to play. You can't access it until you hit 50 crafting completions. But yeah, you get to play retro games on these, which is awesome. The NES has Ice Climber, which you'll see back here, and Super NES has F-Zero, and the Game Boy has Dr. Mario. Now they do have a Famicom console. I don't know what that is. I haven't bought that yet, but we'll definitely check that out the next time I play it. But yeah, I had fun with these. I'm glad to have these, items in my house now. But if you want them, you're gonna have to grind for them and do a lot of crafting for the hotel. Grams will have 2 items that's on display every day. It changes every day. Now, as you can see here, she has a flag pennant for 10 tickets. Awesome. That sounds good. But if you click on Grams and you go to her catalog, the same pennant, the flag pennant that I just bought for 10 tickets is now 15 tickets. It's more expensive to buy from the catalog than it is to buy what's on display. So if you don't mind spending a little extra, you'll have to also wait till the next day to get it mailed to you. If you don't mind spending a little more tickets and waiting, then do that. But unfortunately, you only have 2 items a day, so maybe buying from the catalog is not a bad idea. Now, on the Lego collaboration, you can get that even if you're a noob at the game. You can go ahead and go to Nook Shopping, and you can go ahead and buy the Lego stuff. You're allowed only 5 a day, and they'll ship it to you the next day. But it's really cool. I love the Lego collaboration. But if you want the Legend of Zelda or Splatoon collaboration, you have to buy an amiibo or amiibo kit, which costs real money. It's not free. So sadly enough, if you want the Zelda or Splatoon, you're gonna have to pay real money to get that. Now you can hit Treasure Islands. You can get items from this collaboration, but you cannot get the villager that comes with the amiibo. So like I got the Legend of Zelda amiibo coming. It should be here anytime now, and I'll get Tulin as a villager. You cannot get villagers for these collaborations on Treasure Islands, at least not as at the time of this recording. You can get the items though, and I guess if that's how you want to do it and you want to save a little bit of money, do it, but you're not gonna get the villager. You can get amiibo ranging from like $17 to $35 from GameStop, Amazon, just wherever. So in the 3.0 update, the biggest thing added to this is Slumber Islands, which is basically the same as Dream Islands, except Slumber Islands allows you to invite your friends to help you create and decorate and build an island together, not as one. So awesome. I love that fact. But the only problem I have with Slumber Islands is you got one house on the island. You don't get 2, 3, 4, 5 houses. You don't get a house per friend. That's not how it works. You go into Slumber Islands, you get to pick out of a small, medium, or large island. A large island is what you're currently on your regular island. Now you can get a smaller one, bigger one, whatever. And you get to name it. Awesome. But once you name it, you can't change the name to it, so make sure you name it right. And once you get in there, you can invite, if you're on the regular Switch 1, you can have up to 8 people on your island. Friends, have fun. But if you're on a Switch 2, you can have up to 12 friends on there. But let me tell you this, each person that comes visiting your island, if they all come back to back to back, you're going to have that loading screen. So-and-so's coming to your island. So-and-so's coming to your island. If you have 12 people doing that back to back, you got like 30-minute wait before anybody can play. Like, it's a nightmare. It really is. Nintendo should have reduced or something with this loading. It's ridiculous. I've dealt with it, and it's a nightmare. So you better tell your friends, like, listen, y'all get on my island, y'all gonna stay for hours. You're not leaving in 20 minutes, because when you do that, that loading screen comes back in. It's just, it's a nightmare, y'all. It's a nightmare. I like the idea, but I hate the fact that they done it this way. Here's another issue with Slumber Islands. If you're hosting it, you're the one that inviting everybody to come to your island. Guess what? They can only access what's in your catalog. So if I have 100 items in my catalog, let's say if I had 10 items in my catalog, that's all they can access. They can't access their own catalogs. They can only access what's in yours. Also, on top of that, as a host, you're the only one that can add inclines or bridges. So if someone is all the way on the other side of the map and there's like, hey, I need a bridge built, guess what? They can't build it because they're not hosts. You have to stop what you're doing, go all the way across over there and build the bridge for them. Failure, man, failure. That's a failure. I don't like that. I don't like that they built these islands and my friends are not allowed to have complete access to what I have access to. On top of that, you get one house, and in that house, you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rooms. Of course, you're going to claim one of them. And if you're inviting, say, 12 people to your island, you're going to collect a room, and then only 5 of your friends who get there first is going to be able to claim a room. The rest of your friends that show up, they're going to have to sleep outside, by the beach, in the rain, in the snow, all cold and shivering. And you know what they're going to think? I wasn't one of their best friends because I couldn't get a room. Come on. We need more rooms. If you're allowing 12 people to come in there, you should have 12 rooms for everybody to enjoy. Unless one of your friends go over there and says, hey, can I have that room? You know, I'll give you 100,000 bells or something, you know. And then, yeah, they can give up the room and give it to them, but then that person has to sleep outside. I mean, it's a hit and miss here, y'all. It really is. I love it. I love that everybody can come together and build, but I don't like the fact that you're limited on certain things. So I'm going to mention that crafting on the 3.0 is probably one of the best things they added. Now you can craft multiple items. You do not have to craft just one like you used to. If you wanted to craft 10 items, as long as you have the materials, you can craft 10 items right away. I love that. I love that a lot. Also, you do not have to have the materials in your inventory. As long as it's in your storage, it will take it from your storage now. So you don't have to have anything on you. And if everything's in your storage, guess what? You can still craft stuff. It doesn't take it from your inventory. Like, it used to be like where you had to have it on you to craft it. No more, man. No more. I love it. I think that's one of the best features they added to this game. This update, and I love it. I really do. Now I can craft multiple. If I want to craft 10 beds, boom, 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 I got it. Within like 10 seconds. What's in the Switch 2 upgrade version. Now they promise better graphics and visuals, and they promise faster load times. Now, just putting this out there, I got a Switch and I got a Switch 2. I compared the speeds on it, and my Switch 2 loaded about 14 seconds faster than my Switch 1 did. It's not the fastest time, but it did load faster, so I give them that much. It does load faster. When it comes to graphics, my Switch 2 has a darker contrast than my Switch 1 does. So, but most of the time, a darker contrast means it shows a little bit more detail in games. Now, in this game particularly, I don't really see it. When I'm playing the game, I don't really see the difference in the graphics much, you know. I still see what I usually play. Maybe in another game, like Cyberpunk or something, you'll see the difference in it. But on Animal Crossing, I don't see a lot of difference in it. Just, you know, that's just me. You might see it, but I don't. It is faster. They also introduced the megaphone with the Switch 2. Now, if you have a controller, Pro Controller, there's a little mic here. You can take out your megaphone that you have to buy from Nook's Cranny, and you can talk to it, and like you can say, hey Marshall, you know, and he's supposed to reply like, hey, I'm over here, or show you where he's at, you know, like a little notification or whatever. I'm gonna tell you, to be honest, I'm gonna be honest with y'all here. The megaphone is a hit and miss. Biscuit. 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 The Nintendo Switch 2 mouse. Let me tell you this, y'all. You might have a different outlook on this, but I've tried the mouse on the Joy-Cons, and I couldn't get them to work. It would not connect. It would not do anything. Like I have other people say, oh, they've had it working, but it sucked. Okay, so I haven't been able to get mine to work to see if it sucked. I mean, I haven't been able. I've tried on 2 different flat surfaces. It just doesn't work. I've connected the Joy-Cons properly. I even Googled it. I couldn't get my mouses, my Joy-Con mouses, to work at all. So I gave up on it. You might have a different opinion, outlook, but it was difficult for me, and I still haven't figured out how to do it. And I've had this update for over a week now, and I haven't been able to get those to work. So maybe better luck for y'all. I enjoy the game. I enjoy the update. I enjoy the hotel. I enjoy the crafting. There are some issues with it. Would I suggest paying $5.99 for the Switch 2 upgrade? Yes. The reason why I say that is if you have a Switch 2, get the Switch 2 version of any game. If a game comes out and they're offering a Switch 2 version, get it. I mean, what's the purpose of using a Switch 2 and then playing a Switch 1 version of it if they have a Switch 2 version of it? That's what I say. Regardless if the graphics are amazingly better or faster, always play the version you're playing on the console. So, yes, it's definitely worth the price. The 3.0 update is free for all Animal Crossing users. But again, I warn you, if you're just starting out, you have to have 3 things before you can get the hotel. A 3-star island, KK Slider on your island, and Captain at your pier before you have access to the hotel. I think the update was great. I enjoy it. I'm still enjoying it. But, everybody's different, and I wanted to point out a little bit things here and there that I haven't seen a lot of people explain. Y'all, if y'all enjoyed this, make sure you smash that like button and please consider subscribing. I do go live every night playing Animal Crossing majority of the time, and so y'all come out and hang out at a live stream and chit chat. We have a good time there. Have a good one. God bless.